hikers, welcome to Anchor Travel. My name is Alex. This is going to be a video about the most essential, important things to take on your climb or trek to Kilimanjaro. They are my most important things and I want to share them with you, and I hope you get some value out of them. Going on my Kilimanjaro trip, this is what I'm going to pack no matter what. Anything else is a given. You cannot forget when you go to Kilimanjaro. Well, number 14, you're really only going to use these probably one day, actually only one night, when the summit night. You're going to need to use gloves, and you might think, oh, I can just buy them in Arusha or in Moshi when I get to Tanzania. And I have to disagree with you. I think gloves are very, very important because you want to make sure they fit you. You want to make sure they're warm enough. You're going to be below freezing that night, and you're going to be exposed at least 5, 6, 7 hours. So you want to make sure you have good gloves. I prefer mittens. These particular ones are very, very warm. They're very useful, not only for your Kilimanjaro hike, but when you come down from the mountain and you want to do some boxing, just kidding, you can use them. But in any case, I think mittens are very important. Make sure you take some that fit you, that are very, very warm for your summit night. So number 13, and you know what? I don't really even know if this should be number 13 or it should be higher on the list, but sunglasses. And again, you can probably buy sunglasses locally, and everybody probably owns a pair of sunglasses. But when you go up in a mountain, you want to make sure you have polarized sunglasses, and you want to have a good pair. I personally use Oakley, not that I'm endorsing them, it's just my personal favorite brand. But I use these, and you'll see me during my trek with another pair. I always take 2 pairs of sunglasses. Do not, under any circumstances, forget your sunglasses. So we're going to number 12. By the way, make sure you watch the video till the end because there's some very, very important items here that you cannot miss to take on your trip, okay? So number 12 is a face mask or buffer, whatever you want to call it. And it has multiple uses. Number 1, obviously now during Corona, it's a face mask. But also what it does is as you hike, it protects you from dust. This particular one is especially a hiking one. It gives your nostrils an extra airflow, and it also protects you from the sun. So what you do is you bring it all the way down, and it protects your neck and your upper shoulders from the sun, which I think is very important. With this, at the same time, I also suggest that you get a small microfiber towel that dries very quickly. Have that handy all the time. You can use that to wipe your hands if they're sweaty, or wipe your sweat off your forehead, or clean your sunglasses. So besides your regular towel, which is part of the regular gear list, I think a microfiber towel is very, very important. So when you hike, you're probably going to have a camel bag in the back of your backpack, and then you're just going to drink out of this. And what happens in the mountains, they're going to take the water and they are going to treat it, okay? And the taste is pretty nasty, if you ask me. So what I do is, in addition to just having clear water there, I usually get something that just a natural powder with lime or fruit punch or whatever, and I put it in there. It just makes the water taste a little bit better because the iodine or whatever they put in there, it just doesn't agree with me. You can also get a recovery drink or an energized drink. I use Vega Sport as a recovery. So let's say they fill this up twice a day. In the morning, I might take an energizer, or I just take something that gives you some extra electrolytes, and then I take my recovery in the afternoon or in the early evening, and I put that in there and I mix it, and it makes your water taste much better. And of course, it also gives you the recovery, the electrolytes, the vitamins, whatever you lost during your trekking, your sweating, and so on and so forth. So I think you should invest in some of these. I try to go with natural products. I get them at Whole Foods, or there's a whole bunch of them out there. You can get them at Amazon. But I used Vega Sport before. Again, I'm not endorsing them. This is just my favorite. I love it, and it really helps the recovery process as well. If you have a Camelback, I also get a regular water bottle. You never know if they leak. You never know if they're going to break. Okay. You never know if the water is just so bad or you run out of this. So I get a Sawyer water bottle that has an additional filter in there that filters out everything. I don't think it filters out viruses, but it does filter out all the bacteria. But if the water's already treated anyway, it's going to taste better. All right, the 10th most important thing, sunblock, okay? I'm sure you put it on at home when you go to the beach. Well, here you're at a very high altitude. The sun is so much more intense. You're going to be exposed the whole day trekking. You want to make sure you have a very good sunblock. It's as natural as I can be. I'm going to use this every single day on my face, on my neck, and my back. So you want to make sure you get a very good quality sunblock. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, do not forget about this. This is very, very important. Protect your skin, stay young, good looking, healthy. So climbing Kilimanjaro or any trek, or you can actually use this list for anywhere you go almost. But climbing Kilimanjaro is going to be one of the most incredible adventures and journeys you're ever going to take in your entire life, I think. And I think you're going to want to get everything on camera or as much as you can. And as you probably know, as you go up in altitude, your batteries are going to deplete much faster. So you want to make sure you have, if you have a GoPro or whatever, this happens to be a GoPro battery, you want to make sure you take extra batteries with you. There's really no charging up there. Okay, so once your battery is gone, it's gone. Take some extra batteries and make sure you take a converter for Tanzania. So when you arrive in Tanzania, before you head up on the mountain, make sure everything is fully charged. So it's just, today, every phone, every camera is dual voltage. So you can, even if it's 110 here and 220 over there, or whatever the case might be, you can use it, just plug it in the wall, unless it's your hair dryer or whatever, which I hope you're not going to take. But otherwise, just use this, charge your equipment, and then go up in the mountain and make sure you have extra batteries with you. Okay, it's getting down to the really, really important stuff now. Number 8, baby powder. You know what I'm saying? So you want to put this in all your private areas, okay? Why? You're going to be sweating, you're going to be walking, and if you put this in the private areas, it's going to keep you dry from the sweating. You're not going to get the rash or the friction and skin conditions by keeping this. This is very, very important. Beyond this, you want to make sure you put some baby powder in your boots, okay? So again, you're going to sweat, and the baby powder is going to retain the moisture away from your body, okay? You're going to thank me for this, okay? Do not forget your baby powder. All right, let's continue with number 7, personal hygiene. There's not a lot of it on top of the mountain. So what I do is, in order to, you're gonna get a little bowl of water every night and you're gonna wash your face, and that's about it, maybe your underarms. But there's really no other conditions up there on how to wash your body. So you gotta make sure you take some wipes. For the guys out there, dude wipes is what I use. That's all I found on Amazon anyway, but there's baby wipes, there's all kinds of things. Females might want to use something more gentle. So the next thing is your headlamp, which is really not one of the essential, it is an essential item. I have mine, and it's pretty bright, but besides the headlamp, I think it is important, and that's really part of the regular gear list. It's an essential item. But the second essential item is a flashlight. So I have a small, tiny flashlight here, which I use as an additional item. And the reason I have a small flashlight like that is I can hang it from the top of the tent. So let's say the tent is like there, I can hang it, okay? And it's I can basically shine it everywhere. So I don't have to utilize my headlamp all the time. I want to make sure I consume as much battery of this for the summit night. Even though these are big batteries and they last a long time, have something as a backup. Very, very important. I have actually 2 small ones like that I take. Definitely take 1 spare at the bare minimum besides your main headlamp. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty, really important stuff. Number 5 is spare clothing for nighttime, okay? And what you want to make sure is when you get to the tent and you go to sleep in your sleeping bag, you wear something comfortable and clean. The last thing you want to do is go to a sleeping bag with your clothing that you're going to wear the next day or that you wore the day before. You want to go as light as possible, but have something comfortable that you can sleep in. When you get to the camp, change, be in that, and then sleep in that, and it's going to be fresh every night. Starts getting a little bit older as you go, obviously. But you have some fresh clothing from your daily trekking, and it just makes the whole experience, it makes you feel better. It's like a fresh start. Not only clothing, but also a pair of comfortable shoes. They can be their sneakers or slip-ons or whatever the case might be. Make sure you bring that. It's extremely important, and it's going to make a world of difference on how you rest at night. All right, we're getting to the very important stuff. Gaiters. What? Gaiters? Why do I need gaiters? Well, they keep your pants clean. It's very, very important. You're going to maybe take 2 or 3 pair of pants, probably 2. And what happens is every day you're going to be trekking and you're going to go through brush, bush, dirt, and it's going to just be all over the gaiters. So you see how the gaiter fits on top of the boot right here, and it has a little flap here to secure it, and it basically closes everything up so nothing can go into your pants. All the dirt will stay outside, and then to take it off, all I gotta do is take it off with a Velcro, and that's it, and I have clean pants. The next thing, and it's for me probably one of the most important things, you're going to be trekking all day, you're going to be tired at night, you want to get a good rest. You can rent or probably buy a sleeping bag over there. If you buy one, okay. If you rent one, I don't know, is it clean, isn't it? If you get one from home, you know exactly what you're getting. You can wash it, it's yours, you can use it anytime you go again. They're pretty compact. It's extra large, I'm comfortable in it. I think a sleeping bag from home is very important. You know it's clean, you know it's yours. It's like your own bed while you're traveling in a mountain. Invest in a good sleeping bag. Believe me, it's worthwhile and you will thank me, I hope. All right, we're getting to the extremely, extremely important parts. This is number 2 on my list, and it should be on yours as well, or maybe even number 1. I wasn't sure to put this number 1 or number 2, but it's your medicines, okay? You might be taking medicines for whatever conditions you have, high blood pressure, or whatever the case might be. Don't forget those medicines. And then there are all the other medicines. You can get a cold, you can get nausea, you can get a cough, whatever the case might be. So make sure you take headache pills. You will get a headache, I can almost assure it. It's a typical form of altitude sickness. It might be mild. So make sure you take, whether you take Excedrin or Tylenol or Advil, take something for your headache. You gotta make sure when you go to Tanzania that you get your doctor to prescribe you anti-malaria pills, okay? And there's different kinds. I took some the last time I went and they didn't really agree with me. This time I got a new brand and I got to take just one. Once you're on top of the mountain, you don't really need it anyway because after a certain altitude, there's no more malaria because there's no more mosquitoes. Acetosomalite, which is Diamox, and I guess it's very controversial. Some people swear by it. Some other people will tell you, oh, you don't need it. I personally take it. It helps me prevent altitude sickness. The first time I went to Kilimanjaro, I was not able to summit because I did not take it. Talk to your doctor, see what the doctor says. Maybe you want to take this, maybe you don't, but I personally will take it as I believe it's going to help me, hopefully. Okay, and the most important thing, the most essential item that you can take on your Kilimanjaro trip is liners. What? Liners? Yes, liners. But of course, you're going to put these liners into your boots. Okay? Your boots are your number 1 item when you go trekking, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. You want to make sure you have a very good pair of boots that are broken in. Do not go buy boots today and leave to Kilimanjaro tomorrow. Okay? Make sure that they're broken in, you feel comfortable in them, that they're robust. Do not rent boots in Kilimanjaro. Whatever you do, you're going to hate it because you got to make sure your feet are going to be doing all the work every single day. With your boots, get liners that are going to be underneath your regular hiking socks. You're going to put your baby powder in there, then you're going to put your liners on, and then you're going to put your regular trekking socks on. Okay? Get at least 1 pair of liners for every day you're hiking. So they get dirty, you throw them out, they weigh nothing. Okay? And then you can put your regular hiking boots on top. You're going to thank me, you're going to thank the boots. Do not go to Kilimanjaro without broken in boots. I'm telling you, this is your life right here. Very important. It's going to keep you very happy or very upset. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that everything I told you is useful. I do have another video in my playlist that's going to cover the entire gear list for Kilimanjaro. As I said before, these are just the most essential items that I believe are necessary. If you're going to Kilimanjaro, enjoy your trip. If you have any questions on any gear, feel free to just write to me in the comment section below. I have a full list of all these 15 items in the description as well. And I'll see you when I get back down from Kilimanjaro and tell you how it went. I hope I make it. I didn't the first time because I didn't have my Diamox. I'm blaming it on the Diamox. So this time, if I don't make it, I don't know what to blame it on except on myself. It's life. I'm going there with the best attitude during a pretty tough time in our world when we have COVID-19 everywhere. Tanzania is one of the countries that's allowing us in. I heard that there's not too many people on the mountain, so I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you for watching Uncut Travel, and I'll see you when I come down from the mountain.